Let us begin with a new topic from this chapter, that's specialization. What exactly specialization means? Here, specialization is nothing but any individual who is having deeper knowledge and depth skills in a particular field or in a particular work, that is known as a specialization. Let me give you an example so that you can understand. Take an example, there are many doctors who are working in our India on the basis of their own specialization. There are dentist doctors, there are ENT doctors, and there are hair specialist doctors, there are skin specialist doctors. But these doctors are working according to their specialization because they are perfect or they are specialized in their work only. But they are unable to do the other work except their specialization. One example let me give to you. If a dentist doctor is there, he is specialized or he is perfect in his work only. If he has been given the work of any other like skin work is being given, then he is unable to do it. Why? Because he is specialized in that work only. One more example let me give to you. You may have found some subject teachers into the school. There are totally 6 main important subjects which are there into your school. If an English teacher is teaching you English, if he or she has been given the work of Kannada or Hindi or math, science, whatever it may be, then he or she is unable to do it. Why? Because he or she is specialist or perfect in that work only. So here specialization is nothing but what? A person or a particular individual who is having deeper knowledge and depth skill into that particular work or field only. But now division of labor has helped all the people to gain maximum skill in a particular field and even though to have the maximum economic benefits according to their skills. Now when the division of labor has been divided or it has been emerged into our society, this division of labor has helped all the individuals into our society to gain maximum skills into a particular work only, to become perfect into a particular work only, and due to that they are earning the maximum economic benefit in the form of income. The income which can be in the form of wages or it can be in the form of salary. Now due to the economic interest, division of labor, class system has totally been emerged. Since division of labor found widespread accessibility, business and industrialization has also emerged as well. Remember, now due to the economic interest and division of labor, the class system has totally emerged into our country or into our society. It means that there are many classes which has been emerged into our society. On the basis of what? On the basis of upper class, on the basis of middle class, and on the basis of lower class, the class system has totally emerged into our country. And due to the division of labor itself, the business and industries has totally emerging or they are spreading or they are improving or developing day by day. Because of what? Because of the division of labor itself. And as a result, few people could invest more, and even though they are also able to earn the maximum income in the terms of the profit. Remember, even though due to this division of labor itself, very few people they are investing money, but they are investing maximum money, and even though they are earning more profit also. The best example which is there, that is few people they are becoming entrepreneurs in our India, due to which they are investing a lot of money and through which they are also earning the maximum profit, they are also earning the maximum income also. One best example let me give to you. Let's take an example of a Godrej company which is specialized in making many kind of the different products, which is earning maximum profit due to its specialized activity, where this organization is trying to divide its work according to their specialization into our society, and it is earning the maximum profit or it is earning the maximum income. And let us continue with the next important topic, that is inequality in employment. First of all, before learning what is exactly inequality in employment, we need to know who is known as a labor. Remember, labor is nothing but he is a person who is earning in cash or in kind by providing one's manual or intellectual labor. Here labor is nothing but exactly is an individual who is earning the money in cash. Cash, it may be in the form of wages, or it may be in the form of salary, or it may also be in the form of kind also. Kind is nothing but the material benefit. Here material benefit is nothing but when you are going to do a work, in place of the cash they will provide you material benefits. They'll provide you material things for your work. By the way of what? By the way of your manual and intellectual efforts. Your manual is nothing but with the help of your hands, whatever work you are going to do. With the help of intellectual is nothing but with the help of your intelligence, with the help of your mindset. Whatever work you are going to do, with that work they are going to provide you the income in the form of wages or salary, or in the form of kind, that is known as material benefit. And the next important which is there, that is labor is an important aspect of the human society. You know, there are totally 4 factors of production which are there into our India. The one important factor which is there, that is land. Second factor is labor. Third factor is capital. And the fourth factor is organization. Among all the 4 factors, the most important factor in our society is termed as a labor. Why labor is termed as an important factor of our society? Because without the labor, no any work can be accomplished. No any work can be completed into the society. And labor also means a function done in order to achieve something. Labor is also said for what? Labor is also said as for achieving something. There is a work which is done, there is a function which is done by an individual. Like there is one meaning which you are going to hear always in management. What is management? You have heard. Management is an art of getting things done with the efforts of others. With the efforts of others here means whom? With the efforts of laborers or with the efforts of employees. With the efforts of labor or employees only you are going to achieve something. And if a result is available for a person either in cash or kind due to one's physical work, then it is called as a labor. When an individual is going to work, when a laborer is going to work due to his efforts, if he is going to get something in the form of cash or kind for his physical work, then he is called as a laborer. Like you can see above in the picture they have given, if you are going to do a work either for the cash, you will be given the cash payment. You can see a note which has been given there in a picture, or else they are going to give you for your efforts, for your physical efforts, in the form of kind, which is called as the material benefit. Just now I told you above, material benefit is nothing but for your work something materials will be provided in place of money. And that kind of the materials which are provided, it will be provided for your physical efforts or for your physical work. Now let us see stratified division of labor or inequality. First let me tell you what is exactly stratified. Stratified is also known as strata. It is also known as stratification, or it is also known as stratified, which has the same meaning. What exactly this stratified or stratification means? Stratified or stratification is nothing but dividing or segregating of our society on the basis of caste, on the basis of religion, on the basis of gender, on the basis of occupation, on the basis of expertise, or on the basis of knowledge, etc., etc. On the basis of this, when we are going to divide our society, then it is known as strata or it is known as stratification. Now, due to the emergence of this stratified society, division of labor and inequality has started into the society. How it has been started? Let me tell you. When the stratification has came to effect into our society, the division of labor which is there, it has created inequality among all the individuals. How it has created? As there is the discrimination which has been done among the individuals, among the men and women, class, upper class, lower class, caste for a particular higher caste, there is a preference which is given. For a lower class, where there is no any proper preference which is given. Knowledge, on the basis of knowledge, as some people who are having the maximum knowledge, for them the economic benefit and the opportunities will be provided, with some people who don't have any knowledge and facilities, will not be provided any kind of the things. In this way, inequality has started into our society, where there are many people who are facing the problems due to the emergence of stratified society into the division of labor. Hence, in the Indian context, labor has not remained a mere economic activity. It has become a part of social structure with the economic inequalities. The labor in India has been mixed with the gender, caste, region and religion, due to which it has resulted in the various form of inequalities in the Indian society. If a person moves upwards with his status and role, his power and income also rises. Remember, now presently in our India, the labor has not remained a proper economic aspect or economic activity. Why? What is the reason? Because nowadays presently the labor has been subdivided in our society on the basis of strata or on the basis of stratification, due to which there is a discrimination or inequality. What we are going to find for all the labors into our India on the basis of gender, or on the basis of caste, or on the basis of region, or on the basis of religion. You can see in the gender, for men there is a maximum scope which is given, but for the women it is not given at all. In the caste system, even though you have heard, there is a reservation which is given for a particular caste, but for the other caste it is not given at all. And on the basis of region, you can see a particular regional area's person who is there, he is being given the job, but for the other regional people, the job is not being given at all. And even though religion as well, you have found that most of the religious people, they are getting the job who are belonging to their own background, but the other religious people who are belonging to the society, they are not getting any kind of the proper job at all. What is the reason? This is just because of the stratification which is there into our society. Due to this kind of the stratification, it has resulted for the various inequalities into our society. And remember, in our Indian society, if a person is moving upward or at the highest status, his role is also going to increase, his power is also going to increase, and his income is also going to increase. But if a person is going to move downward, his status will also go down, his power will also go down, and his income will also decrease as well. Due to this stratification, it has created inequality into our Indian society. You can see in the picture which has been given, there is an individual who is going ahead. We can see him who is having a proper status, who is having a power, who is having a higher role, but the other individuals, they are behind, where they are lagging in their status, they are lagging in the power, and they are lagging in the income also. Due to this kind of the stratification, it has created inequality into our Indian society. And now let us continue with the next important thing, that is stratified division of labor or inequality. If any labor that goes against the dictum, that is equal labor and equal pay, he may be termed as inequality in labor. What exactly dictum means? It means a particular statement which expresses the truth. Here, the equal labor and equal pay is nothing but all the labors are equal and all the labor should be paid equally. As you know, there is a discrimination what we are going to find in our society between men's and women's, where men's are paid higher wages and salary, and women's are paid lesser wages and salary. Because of this only, there was one act which has been implemented by the former Prime Minister of our India, Srimati Indira Gandhi, which was known as Equal Wages Act of 1976. This Equal Wages Act has been implemented just to stop the problem of discrimination between men's and women's. And what exactly discrimination means? If differential payment is given for two people who put the same amount of time and effort, then it is called as a discrimination. It is very important for your examination for the 1 marks. What exactly discrimination means? Discrimination is nothing but, remember, there are two individuals who are putting the same efforts and time, but both the individuals are putting same time and same efforts, but even though they are given different kind of payment, this kind of a thing which is there, it is known as discrimination. So that, let me give an example. If a man is working into an organization and woman is also working, both of them, they are working for 8 hours only, and both of them, they are working or putting the same efforts, and even though they are paid differently, men are paid maximum and women are paid less, and this kind of a thing is known as discrimination. Though men and women engage in similar work, but their compensations are not equal or it is same. In India, men are paid more rather than women. Remember, both the women's and men's, they are working in the same or similar work, but their compensation is totally different. Remember, compensation is nothing but it is an agreement between owner and worker in the form of payment or in the form of salary or wages. So here the compensation are not the same for both the individuals, but in our India we are going to find the maximum discrimination, where men are paid higher or maximum, but the women in our India are discriminated as they are paid very less into our society. You can see in the picture which is given below here, as men's are paid the higher amount of income. In the first picture you can see where women are paid very less. Due to this, the women are totally discriminated, and even though you can see men's are being given a proper amount of the wages and salary, but the women are not being given the proper wages and salary. Due to this, we are going to find strata in our Indian society, and stratified its division of labor or inequality. Even though such discrimination is